What's up, that boy who goes ahoy? First viewer of the night, we have George. We have 10 people, not bad. WWE Fat Man 2003, what's up? So I have it on my laptop as well, so I can actually see all the comments, because I do live streams from my phone. So, yeah, I can actually see what's going on now. Because on the mobile, live just sucks. So, yeah, it's nice to have it on the laptop. TN Couponer, what's up? So, obviously, Stomping Grounds just ended. I figured I would do a live stream. I haven't done one in a while. So, definitely let me know, discuss down below what your thoughts on the pay-per-view was. Right off the bat, I think, honestly, I would say about 50% or more of the crowd was just tarped off. So I think it was a pretty empty-ass arena. I think it's the most empty arena I've seen for a pay-per-view, for WWE at least. Like, that was bad. I was looking at some videos of it, some pictures. I'm sure more will come out. But overall, this show, I think, was better than we all expected. Yeah. So, WWE Fat Man 2003 said he didn't watch it, he'd rather see Toy Story 4 and Child's Play. I saw both of those films. Child's Play was decent. Toy Story 4 was really good. So, yeah. Yeah, they had buy one, get one free tickets. I can't even remember a time that's ever happened. If that's ever happened, to be honest. Yeah. Brandon Deniston, I don't care about this bullshit love story. Looking back on their title reigns will be nothing but Lacey and Becky. Yeah, this love story, I don't know. It just seems, because I don't know how long Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins have been together, but this seems like they just threw that relationship in there. So, yeah, this was, I don't know. It's just kind of cringy. I don't know. I just don't. And obviously, I think next we're going to be getting at Extreme Rules a mixed tag team match. Seth Rollins and Becky versus Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans. I think we can all assume that's going to be happening. Yeah, I really don't want to see that. I don't like mixed tag team matches at all, personally. So, I don't know if it's going to be winner takes all, or if this is just going to be like a straight up mixed tag match. I don't know. But, I really think this is going to be happening, this mixed tag match. Like, I would not be surprised if this happened. And, let's see. Trying to read through the comments. Extreme Rules is going to be awful. This show sucked by the reviews. I don't know what I'd rate this show right now. I mean, the main event, I was bored to tears. This is the first WWE pay-per-view I've watched since WrestleMania. Don't know why I chose this one, but yeah, I mean, everything else was just, it was alright. I liked Ricochet winning the title. I think maybe they should have waited. I think maybe Samoa Joe and Ricochet should have had a few matches. Let them have a chase. Let Ricochet really chase this title, be that underdog. But no, you just give him the title first match, whatever. Marco says he likes the collection. Thank you. Tian Couponer feels bad for Samoa Joe. I mean, like I said, I think this could have been a really good feud. But instead, you just have them instantly have the title switch. That's just not at all what I would have done. You could have had this, you could have had it here, Extreme Rules, and then SummerSlam has the title change. You could have had a 3-match program here. Even 4 if he wants Samoa Joe to have a rematch, even though we don't have rematch clauses anymore. So, whatever. Can't wait for All Out, Fight for the Fallen, and Fyter Fest. Screw Extreme Rules and Summer WWE is going to fall from AEW. I am looking forward to All Out. I haven't really seen the card for Fyter Fest and Fight for the Fallen. Fight for the Fallen, I know they're having the Young Bucks and versus Cody and Dustin, so that's going to be cool. Oh, come on. Take a shot every time the words Big Dog is uttered in commentary. Yeah. That's another match. I think that match went like 17 minutes or something. I'm going to pull up the results here. It was something around there. And then I think this is really going to culminate with Shane McMahon versus Roman at SummerSlam. Or Extreme Rules, I don't know. Although we could just have Shane McMahon win the WWE title at SummerSlam as well. That's seriously a rumor right now. Are you going to buy this DVD because it's not worth it? Yeah, unfortunately. I'm a completionist. The collection behind me, you know, a lot of shitty pay-per-views, not so great DVDs, but I just get them for completion. You know, I'm a collector. Cody Shrek, do you think they will put All In on DVD and Blu-ray? I would like them to. I don't think they will. I know Double or Nothing is getting e-release, but All In, not sure. I would guess no. Okay. So yeah, we had, let's see, yeah, 17 minutes and 20 seconds. And then the main event was 18 minutes and 25 seconds. It felt a lot longer than that. Dear God. TN Couponer, Roman versus Shane and Drew handicap match for Extreme Rules. Yeah, that's a possibility. I still think this is going to culminate in some kind of one-on-one match with Shane and Roman. Does anyone actually want to see that? Like, be honest. Does anyone actually want to see Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon one-on-one? And then you just have Drew McIntyre as, like, Shane's lackey. Like, I just don't know. What did he do? Like, for the longest time, he was rumored to win the Rumble. He was rumored to win the title at WrestleMania in the main event. And now he's just some fucking lackey. Okay. Do you think Shane will be the one to beat Kofi? It's a possibility at this point. It's a big possibility. I could definitely see it happening, to be honest. And, Demon King, Kofi sucks as champ. Here's my problem with the steel cage match. A steel cage match, to me, should be the culmination of a rivalry. Kind of like Hell in a Cell or a ladder match. I grew up in a different time, I understand that. Where, you know, like Triple H and Shawn Michaels, for example, in 2004. That Hell in a Cell match was epic. There was so much leading up to it. That was the culmination of that rivalry, and it was epic. And then you just throw this steel cage in there like it's nothing. And obviously we're not allowed blood. This is a PG environment, whatever. To me, this just felt so unnecessary, and this steel cage match was really weak, to me at least. The finish was alright. It was kind of anticlimactic because I think that was the point. But, I mean, it was a unique finish, I'll give him that. Logan King would rather see Shane McMahon as champion than Kofi. Ouch. I think I'd rather see Kofi at this point, but at the same time, I'd rather see Ziggler as champion. Give him a run. Tyler Hodder, the show was stupid. Yeah. Yeah, I think the steel cage match has lost its credibility nowadays. The wrestlers don't do anything special we haven't seen. Exactly. Like, this is not some brutal cage match. This isn't some culmination of a rivalry. This is only their second match on a B pay-per-view. Like, god damn it. Okay. Demon King would rather see Titus O'Neil as champion than Kofi. Wow. It's amazing that Kofi Mania really died quick. And, what's your favorite match from tonight? I would say Samoa Joe and Ricochet. I don't think the title should have changed this quickly, but I think that was a good match. Um, Other than that, everything else was kind of filler. The SmackDown Tag Team titles was alright. And then we had, Tyler Hodder, no AJ, no Charlotte, no Miz, and no Braun on this show. We did have AJ Styles. We had kind of a hint towards the club, I guess you could say. So that could be interesting. I don't know. I've read reports that AJ is going to be a heel now, and that we could see him and Ricochet feuding, which that'd be awesome. So, okay. Donnie Langston would rather see Hornswoggle as WWE champ. That I would rather see, yes. That'd be amazing. I feel like Finn needs to have a decent match at Extreme Rules at least. Yeah, he wasn't on the show either, was he? No. If they're going to have Dolph versus Kofi again, what stipulation should it be? They shouldn't have end. God, this needs to end. I don't know. What stipulation could you have? Like, you could have a ladder match if you wanted to, I guess. Even though there's no psychology to it. AJ Styles versus Ricochet is a dream match without a doubt. Yeah, I'd like to see that match at least once. I don't know if I'd want to see a huge program, but I'd still want to see just one match with them two. That'd be cool. And you could just have it for the U.S. title, give the U.S. title some credibility. And I like Samoa Joe as champion, but I honestly predict that Samoa Joe will get the title back. I don't think Ricochet is going to be U.S. champion for long because we have Rey Mysterio and Samoa Joe. That feud never really ended. They still continued that on at a house show in San Diego. So, I think Joe's going to win the title back. And yeah, no Bray Wyatt either. He wasn't on Raw, and obviously he wasn't here tonight. So, I don't know what they're doing with Bray Wyatt at this point. I feel like, I love the Firefly Funhouse, don't get me wrong. To me, that's the only reason to watch Raw anymore. But I really feel like they need to get this going. Give them a feud, give them a match. I think they need to really get this going. Brandon Deniston wants Asuka as champion. Yeah, isn't she with, yeah, she's in a tag team now. So yeah, that's pointless. I honestly can't remember the last time I saw Asuka in a match, though. Although I haven't really watched anything since WrestleMania. So. Triple H needs to be in charge. Well, I mean, NXT's at least good. So, don't get your hopes up. Vince is going to be in charge until he's dead. I'm serious. It's not going to happen. Okay. Would Bray Wyatt's new and old character be done better in the Attitude Era? I think he'd have more creative freedom. You could obviously be edgier, because I feel like with Bray Wyatt, with what he's been doing with the Firefly Funhouse, has been pretty edgy. So I really do give him credit there. So it almost kind of does feel like an Attitude Era type segment. So I do like that. I just don't think Bray Wyatt will ever really win, to be honest. He'll always get the short end of the stick to me, no matter what. And then Brian Absher, no Brock Lesnar. I didn't think Brock Lesnar would come to a B show, honestly, in Tacoma, Washington. So I wasn't expecting him. So I really don't expect to see Brock Lesnar until SummerSlam. Maybe he'll cash in at SummerSlam. I don't know. I mean, doesn't he live in Canada? I know he lived in Canada at one point. So, I mean, it's right there. Might as well just show up. DDP won the WCW Championship at the same place in 1999. I was never, honestly, the biggest DDP fan, to be honest. Are you seeing Far From Home? Yeah, unfortunately. I might not. Um, I actually might skip Spider-Man, to be honest. I hated Homecoming, so I might skip Far From Home. I don't know. I might get conned into it somehow. But, yeah. Mysterio, though, that's my favorite Spider-Man villain, so at least they stuck to his design pretty well. But, yeah, off topic. I don't have a letter grade yet, so everyone down below, what would your letter grade be for this pay-per-view? Tyler Hodder said this is the worst pay-per-view this year. I think there were a few worse ones. I think the Rumble was worse. I don't know. I think Elimination Chamber was better, for sure. Okay, we have an F, we have a C minus, we have a B. Demon King says sucks. Marco asks, are you going to a WWE event again? Not anytime soon. I have no interest, honestly. We have C, C, C minus. This is worse than ECW pay-per-view in 2006. But is this worse than Crown Jewel? Let me ask you that, Tyler Hodder. Is this worse than Crown Jewel? I don't think anything can ever beat Crown Jewel. My letter grade, if it wasn't for the main event, I would actually give it a lot higher. C minus. Donnie Langston agrees. We have Khan with a D. Demon King, I'd rather watch an episode of Sunday Night Heat. Yeah, I think I would too. Who do you want to beat Seth Rollins? I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know. It was better than Super Showdown. Yeah, this was better than Super Showdown for sure. I know I didn't review Super Showdown, but I watched two matches from Super Showdown. I watched Andrade and Finn Balor, and then I also watched the main event. If you want my star ratings for the main event, Andrade and Finn Balor I gave like a 3 out of 5. It was a good match. Goldberg versus Undertaker I legit gave 0 out of 5 stars. And it's very rare that I even go that low for any type of wrestling match. Okay. Honestly, an episode of WWF Jacked would have been better. Oh my god. I have not heard that in a long time. WWF Jacked. A lot of people probably didn't know what that is. Okay. Can't wait to watch SmackDown live on Fox. Okay. Yeah, Brandon Dennison said I'd love Samoa Joe to beat Rollins. Yeah, that'd be cool. I just don't think they would. I still think he's going to gain the U.S. title back. I think this whole Ricochet push, unfortunately, is just temporary. Bobby Massa says, time for Undertaker to hang it up, question mark. Yeah, I think it was time to hang it up years ago. I can't tell you the last time I enjoyed an Undertaker match and actually said, hey, he still looks great. I think his last match, some people might disagree, his last match should have been WrestleMania 28. That was 6 years ago. Okay. I still think there will be a 2-on-1 handicap match, Shane and Drew versus Reigns, then the culmination of the feud, Shane versus Reigns 1-on-1. Yeah, I actually completely agree with that. I think Extreme Rules will have the handicap match, and then SummerSlam will have Shane and Roman 1-on-1. I don't know if it's going to be a singles match, to be honest. I don't really think you can do that and keep people's interest. At least just fuck it, go Hell in a Cell. Like, how hard is it? Like, if you're going to give us Shane versus Roman, at least do Hell in a Cell or something just over the top, just to make people a little bit interested. Okay. Tyler Hodder said this is worse than WCW in 2000. Yeah. I mean, I don't think this pay per view was worse than WCW in 2000, but Monday Night Raw is definitely harder to watch than Nitro in 2000 and 2001. I think I'd rather even watch like ECW on TNT in 2000 and 2001. Okay. Brandon says this was a better pay-per-view than Money in the Bank. I didn't watch Money in the Bank, so I don't know. Do you think WWE would ever do a Skywalker match? What the hell's a Skywalker match? Is that some kind of gimmick match I never saw? Let me look that up. A Skywalker match. Oh, scaffold match. Okay. They would never do a scaffold match, no. Okay. AJ Styles should stay on SmackDown and Roman should stay on Raw. I mean, there really is no brand split at this point, is there? Because you have this wild card. So, I don't really think the brand split matters. I really don't think it's going to last much longer. I mean, Fox is going to want the stars. They're probably going to want Brock Lesnar. From what I've read, they want Brock Lesnar. They want Ronda Rousey, which, good luck. So this wild card bullshit, I don't think it's going to end. I think this is... It's like when WWE in 2000, I think it was 11 and 12, they did Raw Super Show, where they had everyone appear on Raw. And that was kind of phasing out the first brand split. And that's kind of how I see the wild card. And yeah, Fox wants a 3.0 rating. I heard they want a 3.5. Either way, they're not getting 3. Even with Fox being more accessible, because it's cable, I don't think they're going to do a 3. Maybe the debut episode, maybe the first few weeks, but after that, no. Dana S. says, I miss John Cena. I do too. Never thought I'd say, like 10 years ago, that I'd miss John Cena. But, hey, miss John Cena now. And I really don't think he's not going to be around much longer, to be honest. I think by next year this time, Cena will be retired. Could you see Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt at SummerSlam? That'd be interesting. I actually would kind of want to see that. So yeah, that'd be cool. And for me to say that, like, yeah, do it. And Bobby Massa says Fox is going to have to go TV 14. Good luck. Ideally, that's what you'd want, but they're not going to. They have too many sponsors. They have too many... There's too many things pulling on a TV PG rating. You have the politics of it, you have the advertisers, you have the investors. This is a publicly traded company. They need this to be PG. Which pay-per-view was the best of this year? WWE-wise? That's difficult. Probably Elimination Chamber, I would say. Yeah. Fastlane was actually pretty good. Never thought I'd say that. Okay. Brandon Deniston. I'm 15 now. WrestleMania 28 was when I was 8. I remember looking at Taker and thinking, please keep wrestling. When I look back on it, it was a perfect send-off for Triple H and Taker. I would have been... How old was I? Okay. I would have been 16 in 2012. So yeah. I remember watching it. I went to Hooters for WrestleMania 28. And I remember watching it. I don't like the end of an era match as much as a lot of people do. But I remember thinking this is the perfect way to end Taker's career. You know, I do like that the streak ended. but looking back on it, maybe that wasn't the best for his legacy. What did you think of WrestleMania this year? It was average. I didn't really like it all that much. I actually preferred 34, and that's not because I went to 34. Like, looking at it on paper, I enjoyed WrestleMania 34 more than 35. For me, Kurt Angle's retirement completely killed it. Like, that, after that, I didn't even want to watch the rest. Okay. That Boy Who Goes Ahoy says Money in the Bank was the best pay-per-view. Yeah, like I said, I didn't watch it. I actually tried to, but I just couldn't do it. What WWE pay-per-view do you not have? I don't have a lot of the, I actually don't have any of the Silver Vision Tag Classics. I think that's Silver Vision. The WWE Championship has lost its taste, according to Demon King. When's the last time it actually had taste, though? Let's look at it that way. But yeah, like I said, I don't have any of the Tag Classics. To me, there's just too many to collect right now. Some of the Attitude Collection DVDs I still need. Demon King since 2002. WWE title. I would say, I don't know. I would say, I mean, 2002, like 2000 to 2002 are my favorite years in WWE personally. But I feel like, you might disagree, but I think JBL really had some prestige to the title. I'm not a JBL fan, but he was a great heel champion. Even John Cena was a good champion in his early reign. What are your feelings on Alexa Bliss? I really think she is the complete package. Wrestling-wise, I think she's average. You know, she's good, but she's just average. I think you have better talent in there. Promo-wise, phenomenal. You know, I was a huge... One of my favorite Alexa Bliss moments was when she won the Chamber match, and she gave that promo afterwards. It was phenomenal. Like, that, to me, was a great promo. But wrestling-wise, especially with how limited she is with all her... I guess it's concussions is the problem she has. I just feel like she's kind of limited now. And you just kind of cringe when watching. It's kind of like Daniel Bryan. I cringe when watching him wrestle from now on. I always will. Because of his injuries. Okay. I guess we'll answer this question. How do you feel about Punk and AEW? Do you see it ever happening? I will answer this once. I've gotten this so many times. I think it will happen. Yes. But I don't know when. I'm not saying it's going to happen at All Out. But if you're going to do it, that's when you got to do it. Best heel champion CM Punk. And do you think he would have done well in the Attitude Era? I think he would have done phenomenally well in the Attitude Era. But you also have to look at, this was a time when Vince preferred, I mean, he will always prefer with, you know, he wants bodybuilders. He wants, you know, those kind of Hulk Hogan-like champions. So I feel like Punk, he probably wouldn't have been world champion. He wouldn't have been a Stone Cold or The Rock. I think he would have been more like a Chris Jericho in the Attitude Era. I missed a bunch of comments here. Which tag team division is the most dead, Raw or SmackDown? I would say Raw. SmackDown's not much better, though. Dat Boy Who Goes Ahoy, CM Punk saved 2011. I'm going to tell you something. I quit watching wrestling in 2010 because I just couldn't handle it anymore. Kind of like how I feel now. It's really just tough to keep going. But CM Punk brought me back to wrestling in 2011 and really got me interested again. Edward Underhill, what's up? Longtime viewer. Okay. When do you see WWE making a comeback? When I say that, I mean go back to its old school roots in making storylines. I don't know. I really think it's going to take a while. I just don't. I don't know. To me, WWE hasn't been great since 2006, 2007. I really consider the Benoit tragedy being the start of the downfall. You could even say Vince buying WCW was the start of the downfall. For a lot of people, 2001 was when that slope started to go down a little bit. And then I would say Benoit is when it just shot down. Demon King says, Kevin Sullivan did it. I do have the Chris and Nancy book up there somewhere. It's a good read. It's very interesting. If you ever get the chance, look up the podcast with Nancy Benoit's sister. It's very, very interesting. Okay. Brandon Denniston, 4 a.m. here, going to sleep. Thanks for watching. Peace out. I don't know how you stayed up this late for a WWE pay-per-view, but hey. Bobby Massa also says Chris is innocent. Okay, let's do this. Fuck it. Down below, comment. Do you think Chris Benoit is innocent, or do you think he's guilty? I mean, I did a poll about this about a month ago. I think I did it on June 20, not June 25th. I think I did it like in May. That anniversary is actually, oh wow, yeah, June 20. It's the 23rd, so yeah, that's coming up. Damn. Okay. Demon King says, I don't know, I don't get why WWE stopped making Benoit on DVDs. I understand why they don't have him on DVDs, but I understand, but I don't agree with it. He's one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. And this autograph right here, still my prized possession in my entire collection. Wow, a lot of people are saying innocent. That surprises me. Usually you just get a lot of people bashing because I even like to talk about it. I think it's fun to debate. I've debated it since it happened. And I don't really have too much of a opinion on it when it comes, because there's just so much we don't know. Okay, yeah, innocent until there's proof. Yeah, I don't blame you for that one. Benoit versus Triple H from No Mercy 2000 is a great match. Yeah, I love Benoit's early 2000s matches. I think my favorite match from him was at the Rumble with Kurt Angle in 2003. I actually, I would recommend, if you're going to show anyone a match, that's one match you need to show. I actually showed my girlfriend that match. If you want to define good wrestling, Kurt Angle versus Benoit, Royal Rumble 2003. What's up, Marbell Cruz? Shout out to you. Khan says I think he got murdered. I haven't had one person say he did it. That's actually surprising. Maybe I'll make a video about that since the anniversary's coming up. What'll be 12 years? Yeah. I think it's when they went to PG because nowadays we praise how awesome chair shots to the head are, blood, etc. W went to comedy and made their product focus more on the younger audience. Yeah, they can make it work in PG. CM Punk said it the best. You can make a good PG product if you really try hard. Edge versus Undertaker, Hell in a Cell, the first PG pay-per-view. That was a phenomenal PG Hell in a Cell match. I'm very against PG, but it's been 11 years now, so I've come to accept it. You can make a good product PG, though. Tian Couponer says he's innocent. Still believe innocent until proven guilty. And then Cody Shrek, hey, thanks again. Can't wait to view the TNA DVDs. Yeah, he's the one that won the eBay auction. So, yeah, congrats. They should be there tomorrow, from what I know. And Bobby Massa, I think he came home and they were both dead, or he had to watch them both die right in front of them, being able to do nothing with being drugged. Maybe I'll do a live stream on the 25th. If you're interested in seeing a Chris Benoit live stream, let me know. Because this is a topic I want to discuss. I mean, a lot of people have made videos like analyzing his death, so I don't really want to do that. But I have a lot to say about his death. He's my second favorite wrestler of all time. So, I have a lot to say. It's something I've studied since the day he fucking died. I remember it clearly. I was right here watching Raw, and I remember it so clearly, that episode. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll do a Chris Benoit live stream. Okay, Kevin Sullivan did it. I mean, that's a very common theory, of course. They should take him back into history because a lot of the viewers of the product now don't know about what happened, and he is innocent anyways. That Boy Who Goes Ahoy. I won the giveaway that Ryerson ghosted, and he refused the DVD I won. He refused it? There's been times where I did giveaways. There's a reason why I'm kind of iffy on giveaways. A lot of the times, the people are very sketchy when they win giveaways, and they just won't respond, or you have to do a redrawing. It's a pain in the ass, but I still try to do them as much as I can. Will you post this stream? I don't know. We kind of got a little off topic. This was supposed to be Stomping Grounds. I don't know if I'll post this one. Maybe. I don't know. Alexis Corona Aguilar. I believe Benoit is innocent. Benoit's personality is a personality. I don't see that kind of character murdering his family. That Boy Who Goes Ahoy. Why did he refuse to give you the DVD? Because I know Relaxing Ghost. You know, he's awesome. So it just surprises me that he'd refuse a DVD. Oh shit. LA Beast. $1.99. Have a good day. Wow, that's awesome. That made my day right there. I'm a huge LA Beast fan, so that's awesome. Thank you. Wow. That Boy Who Goes Ahoy, that Benoit stream would be awesome. Yeah, I'm going to do a Benoit stream the 25th. It's kind of the anniversary. And I already did a Night of Champions 2007 DVD review in the past. So, you know, I'm definitely going to do a Benoit stream. Edward Underhill, speaking of DVDs, are you still interested in the Austin McMahon DVD I offered you a while back? Yes. Send me a message on Twitter or Instagram and we'll figure that out. LA Beast, I just bought Typhoon and Earthquake 92 Hasbro WWF action figures. That's awesome. Definitely doing on, if you got it online, definitely do an unboxing of that. I'll definitely watch that. That's awesome. I've always wanted to collect a lot of the, like the rubber Hasbro figures, but they are really expensive. And you can find a lot of them pretty cheap, and a lot of them are pretty rare. So, yeah, that's definitely cool. I have a collectibles store kind of close to me that has a bunch of them. They have a Roddy Piper, and they have Jake the Snake, who are two of my all-time favorites, so I might get those. Was going to buy Austin vs. McMahon DVD for $23. Is it worth it? Yeah, that's a good price. That's an expensive DVD. Edward Underhill, yeah, I'll put, yeah, I'll get you an email somehow. I'm pretty sure my email's on my channel, if not. I'll just type my email in at the end here, and we can do that. Because I have a YouTube email I use separately. Bobby Massa said I paid almost $90 for the... I'm assuming you mean the Austin McMahon DVD. Yeah, that's an expensive DVD. 23 bucks is a steal. Okay, do you collect any old WWF VHS tapes? Right now I'm focusing on the TNA DVDs, but I do have the WrestleMania 3. I'll just show it quick. The WrestleMania 3 VHS up there, if you can see it. Original VHS, so that's cool. Do you collect any 1990s DVDs? I mean, I have the DVDs that were released in like 99, but WrestleMania 15 was the first WWF DVD release, so it's kind of very limited. But I mean, I have some non-wrestling DVDs from the 90s. Wasn't able to catch Stomping Grounds. What's your letter grade on it? I gave it a C-. So, the main event, if the main event was better, we would have had a higher letter grade. That's the way I look at it. What is the most you have ever spent on a DVD? Okay, so the most I ever spent was $500 for the Vince McMahon signed anthology, which I have in the display case. I've showed it many times on the channel. So, yeah, that's the most I've ever spent. It's well worth it. I usually don't spend that much, but that's one of those things I needed in my collection. And I'd say it's one of my top 3 prized possessions. Number 1 being the Chris Benoit signed DVD. And the Eddie Guerrero signed DVD. What is the cheapest DVD you ever bought? I actually know the answer to that one. I got the WWF Funniest Moments for 25 cents, I believe. I paid more for shipping than I did the actual DVD. I wish WWE would release Survivor Series 97 on DVD or Blu-ray. Yeah, that's unfortunate we don't have that. You have, of course, Sean and Brett on a few different DVD platforms, but other than that, can't really get Survivor Series 97 on DVD because they didn't continue on with the Survivor Series anthology sets. Okay, I paid $9 for a sealed WrestleMania 17 at a local bookstore. Shit. That's awesome. I got WrestleMania 17 for $4.99, but it wasn't sealed. Demon King, I paid $12 for Judgment Day 2002. That's awesome. I paid $90 for Judgment Day 2002, which is still kind of a good deal. Edward Underhill, the main event was okay. I'm assuming that they will do a mixed tag. Yeah, that's what I said. They're probably going to just do a mixed tag at Extreme Rules. With Seth and Becky versus Corbin and Lacey. Okay, so we've been going, how long is this? 44 minutes. I'm going to wrap this stream up here soon. I'm definitely going to do a Benoit live stream. I'm assuming I'll do it sometime Tuesday, because that'll be the anniversary, the 25th. So I'll try to pick a good time to do that. I'll probably do it maybe, I don't know, 7 or 8. I'd say that's a good time. We'll have SmackDowns on. So maybe early evening, like 4 or 5. Demon King. Had No Mercy Backlash 2016 or Crown Jewel 2018 DVD ever been released? No, and I don't think they ever will. Do you think they should have kept going with the Greatest Rivalries DVD? Yes. And what he means by that is the Shawn versus Brett. That is actually one of my favorite wrestling DVDs ever released. And it would have been really cool to see other, like, you could have, like, Steamboat and Ric Flair. You could do Sting and Ric Flair. That'd be an interesting one. There's so many good ones you could do for the Greatest Rivalries. So I really think they should have kept going. Even, like, some lesser known ones. Like, fuck it, you know? General Womble 05, do you do dip? No, I'm not Gemini. Nick D, a Hogan vs. Savage Rivals DVD. Yeah, that's awesome too. I love the Mega Powers. WrestleMania 5, that'd be awesome. Just that whole story with Elizabeth, Hogan, and Macho Man. You know, if you haven't seen it, check out Dark Side of the Ring. I think it was 6 episodes they did. All of them are phenomenal. And they did a really good one on Macho Man and Elizabeth's relationship. And then TN Couponer says Dusty Rhodes versus Ric Flair. It's another great one. Do you think Heavy Machinery will win the SmackDown Tag Team title soon? Probably not. I don't think so. What's the worst WrestleMania? I would say WrestleMania 11. Okay. Do you think WWE will ever stop doing DVDs? Eventually, yes. I don't think, because it's one of those things where, like, if you said 10 years ago they'd still be doing DVDs in 2019, I wouldn't have believed you. So I think we will still be getting them for a while. It's just obviously on a decline. We're not getting 3-disc sets anymore. Obviously, we're getting standard Amray packaging. So it's obviously on a slump. It's not going to come back. So who knows? 2020 could be it. I don't know. Just looking in your background and seeing Fatal 4-Way DVD, how forgotten that pay-per-view is. And he sees Stomping Grounds being there in a few months with nobody even ever talking about it. Yeah, Fatal 4-Way was... I think it's better than Stomping Grounds, at least. Okay, what is the best DVD of the year? I don't know. I think the NXT Best of Takeover was good. And plus, I'm on that DVD, so it kind of works out. Okay, still think they should have made an Evolution DVD for the group. That would be awesome. I love Evolution. And I was actually privileged to be there at SmackDown 1000 and see the Evolution reunion, so that was really cool. Okay, let's see. What is the best non-WrestleMania pay-per-view? I'm assuming you mean one time instead of just a series. I think consistently SummerSlam and the Royal Rumble are kind of the best when it comes to, like, as a series. Survivor Series is my favorite, but they are kind of highly flawed at some points. But, you know, there's a bunch you could say are really good. I mean, Money in the Bank 2011, you have Canadian Stampede, very underrated pay-per-view. Yeah, there's so many. How many DVDs do you have? It's around 500. I don't know for sure. Well, now that I have a TNA, maybe more than that, so I don't know. How much do you think your whole setup is? I wouldn't even begin to guess, and part of me doesn't really want to know how much all this is worth, to be honest. It's somewhere... It's 5 figures for sure. It's above 10 grand, I know that. I haven't spent 10 grand on it, nowhere near, but I think it's worth that. Are you going to be doing a SummerSlam or a Survivor Series review series? Possibly. I think what I might do, because with WrestleMania I did all of those, because I'm very familiar with WrestleMania, I don't have time to sit down and watch every SummerSlam or every Survivor Series. I just don't have the time to do that. So maybe I'll pick a few, kind of like what Wrestling Rampage does. They let you vote on which ones you want to see, so I might do that. Okay. Why did you start collecting WWE DVDs? I was always a DVD collector since I was very young. So when I got back into wrestling in 2007, it just kind of passed over because I was always a DVD collector, just when it comes to movies or some TV. So wrestling's obviously was a huge part of my life, especially back then. So it kind of carried over. Okay, I'll answer 3 more questions, so the next 3 get answered. And there was one that said, I would like to see an in-your-house pay-per-view anthology. I'd rather see a King of the Ring pay-per-view anthology, personally. Okay. Let's see. This is slow. Okay, 3 more questions. What happened? I don't know what happened. There we go. Now they're coming in. Favorite gimmick match, I would say, is... I don't know. I did a ranking a while back. I just forget what I put as number 1, because it constantly changes. I'll tell you this. My favorite series of gimmick matches were the original TLC matches. With the Hardys, Edge and Christian, and the Dudleys. Do you think WWE should add, or do you think they should add more matches on the Best of NXT DVD they make this year? I say just release the whole year of pay-per-views. It's not that hard. You could fit all of them onto 5 discs if you really wanted to. Just do that. It's not that hard. The screen went black. Well, is it better now, or is it... Well, I'm going to end the stream here soon anyway, so... One more question. I probably just have... I'm in the basement, so I probably have shitty connection, to be honest. Let's see if it got better. Yeah, it got better. Okay. So yeah, my final letter grade, even though this wasn't much of a Stomping Grounds discussion, would be a C-. It could have gotten maybe a C+ if the main event was better or something like that. But, alright. They should release NXT pay-per-view DVDs. Yes, they should. I would love to see NXT pay-per-views on DVD. I'd rather just see one giant set. That's what I'd rather see. Nick D asks, does WWE have too many belts? Yes. I think, it's not that they have too many, it's just they don't utilize them correctly, but what else is new? But I do think maybe tag team division, maybe you could just lower that to 1 belt. I don't know. People are asking me not to end the stream. I've been going for like an hour now. I actually intended this to be a half hour. And I'll be doing another stream Tuesday. So, for the Chris Benoit special, I guess you could call it. But, yeah, I am tired. Khan says, just saying you're the best YouTuber and I've been watching for so long. Thank you. I've been on YouTube for 8 years now. And 2 of those have been on here. And this is by far my favorite channel I've had. And, you know, it's awesome. So, thank you for the kind words. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it a night here. I'll probably do the stream 4 or 5 p.m. on Tuesday. I'll make an official post on that and everything, and you can all tune in. I think 4 or 5 is a good time. So yeah. General Womble, what happened to Chris Benoit? He died. And he allegedly killed his wife and son. But it's one of those things. It can't be proven, but it can't be disproven. So I'm not gonna say anything. We'll get to that. And Khan says you should stream more. I'll definitely start streaming more. Alright, so that's going to be the stream. We almost hit an hour. My god. But I hope you guys enjoyed this.